You know, everyone says that consistency is so important to build muscle and this and that, but no one actually explains how to be consistent. So if consistency is your problem, it's a lot likely that you're struggling with putting on muscle size or getting a strength increase. Before we move on, we must understand that consistency is not perfection. You see, someone who is trying to be perfect will never achieve long-term results because as soon as something fails, which I 100% guarantee you, shit will happen, all they feel like doing is quitting because a slight failure forever ruined their perfect streak. These are the same people who start with extremely unrealistic routines compared to what they were used to do, which are, for example, the New Year resolutioners. These are these guys that say New Year, New Me, but that shit doesn't fucking work. Sure, they start fresh with the first day of the year, hitting a huge workout, no junk food, no shit. But if we take it to comparison to all the inactivity and shit diet they were having for years, there's going to be a huge difference. This is terrible because the body didn't have enough time to adapt to such a routine. So what happens days or weeks later? The body crashes. You miss one day and then, you know what? You might as well give up because you lost the perfect streak. So now we know perfectionism does not work. One thing that helps a lot in developing consistency is setting a routine. This is technically hitting a workout at the same time every single day. Now you may ask me, why is this important? This is super important because by setting a routine, you will associate certain times or behaviors to hitting a workout. I think it's easier if you think of it as your mornings. You could probably associate waking up with taking a piss and brushing your teeth. That's kind of the logic we want to follow. It's most likely that your brain is doing these things for you in autopilot. So why not use the same principle for working out? Imagine reaching such a level that you're deciding to go work out on autopilot. It's actually not that hard to achieve it. We'll probably feel it after like a few weeks of sticking to a routine. Sure, sometimes you will be unable to stick to it perfectly because of school, work, or whatever reason. But the more times that you do it, the harder it will be for you to break from that routine. Even with a great routine, God level routine, it can still be a bit hard for you to stay consistent. Now you may ask me, actually, how can I build up my consistency then? Well, this shit is going to hurt your ego, but you have to start small. And I repeat, small, but today. Go outside, do a little workout, and come back home unsatisfied. But why go back home unsatisfied? Isn't it better to hit a great workout already? If you're unsatisfied, that will motivate you to go back tomorrow. This is where most people fail. They hit a huge workout today, they go back home satisfied that they've destroyed every muscle cell, and then tomorrow it's a different story. They will feel extremely sore and it's most likely that they are going to skip a workout. I don't care about what time it is for you or where you are right now. I want you to go and hit the smallest workout you possibly can. If you can leave the house to go to a calisthenics park, even better. Even if you get to the park just to do a single push-up, that's already great because you've spent time moving to a different environment. And so you will feel like doing something more because you're there, so you might as well do something else. So whenever your bitch side is telling you to stay home and cozy and comfortable, the best way to fight it is to move environments instantly. So just go outside, go to the calisthenics park and just mess around. You will see how effective this trick is. It even feels like fucking magic or something. Of course that your workouts aren't going to be small forever. As the time passes, you will feel the need to increase the intensity of each workout you do. But don't increase too fast. Remember about what happened to the perfectionists who tried to drastically change their habits in a short period of time. You don't want to end up like them. So adjust the volume or intensity according to your level. It's better to think of it as if it was a game. If you're level 5, you cannot defeat level 20 monsters because you're just too weak, so you won't be getting any XP from it. However, if you keep your workouts too easy, it's the same as if you were level 20 and you were defeating level 1 monsters. Sure, you'll defeat a lot of them, but you won't be able to level up because your XP requirements don't match the level of the monsters you're trying to defeat. Whereas if you try to defeat monsters one level above, you will have a hard time fighting them, but it's possible, and you will have a greater XP reward to your level, so you will be able to level up much faster. This is the analogy that you're gonna want to use in your workouts. This is the same that I do. If I can do planche push-ups, I'm not going to do like knee bend push-ups because that's too easy for me. So I can try to increase the difficulty by attempting to do max straddle push-ups. There are a few critical mistakes that will not only ruin your consistency, but your gains too. One of them is abandoning a workout if you feel tired. If you're having a shit workout, that is not an excuse to abandon it. If you see that you are weaker than usual, just reduce the number of reps by a little. Sometimes it's just a matter of not being focused enough. And trust me, it's super normal, it's natural, it's okay. It happens a lot. It often happens to me. I often find myself without energy to hit a workout. But when I get to the park, start warming up and start listening to some music, the fatigue most times goes away and I can actually hit a decent workout. Even if I get a shit workout, that's still better than zero. Doing very little is better, a lot better than doing absolutely nothing. But of course, there will be times where your muscles simply just like refuse completely to cooperate with you. And if you've been working out for a while, you know exactly about the feeling that I'm talking about. It's like you try to hang on the bar, but like nothing works. Like your biceps, your back, nothing. Like you even try to go against it, but it doesn't work. But despite this, just take the workouts to the end. I like to gaslight myself into thinking that these are the workouts that give me the most strength. And it's actually been working out for me pretty well. Maybe it's placebo, maybe it's true, whatever. Call it bro science, don't give a fuck. But what matters is that this makes me want to go on and hit a workout, regardless of how tired I am. And look, workouts are supposed to be serious, but that should not stop you from turning them fun. You shouldn't be following a boring workout plan just because someone bigger than you said so, or just because you saw like the most popular workout plan on TikTok. If you research a little online, you will start to understand that there are some similar exercises and plans that work precisely the muscles that you want to grow or develop or gain more strength at. So adjusting your workout plan to your likings will make you less likely to skip a workout. Sometimes it's inevitable replacing training a muscle group for another, but you will just have to follow through it. For example, I'm not a big fan of training legs, and yet I always train them because I've adjusted my workout plan to a way that makes training legs more quick, more effective, and more enjoyable than all others. I also gaslight myself into thinking that training legs increases my testosterone, which is also true, so it's another reason to not skip leg day. And look, no one is stopping you from doing some workouts with your friends once in a while. It's a lot more fun this way, trust me, especially when you're just all trolling around doing CrossFit or some random shit. But like these workouts are usually not so productive, but they're fucking fun. But like they're fucking legendary, bro. I still remember like these days where like 2 years ago, and every time I saw my friend working out in the park, we just the workout was completely sent to the shit house. So no workout. We just mess around doing trolling random shit. This was mostly like with CrossFit and shit.
Damn.
Especially my dad that disappeared. I don't know why he disappeared. So
Whoa. Whoa.
So you might distract yourself a lot while training with others, but most of the times you should be training alone. Training alone feels so much better because you actually feel that you're being massively productive. So it's good to keep a balance between those two. You don't want to work out 100% alone and you don't want to work out 100% together. So keep a balance. If you work out 100% alone, you'll find it boring and sometimes you will kind of like get your mental like all fucked up, like you're the only guy. And if you work out too much together, like 100% times together, you will distract yourself a lot and you won't be so productive. So that shit will also fuck up your head. So that's it. Love you, bro. Kisses. Mwah.